Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Pvc'S not needed to vote in 2023 elections. Pvc'S not needed to vote in 2023 elections. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The Labour Party Presidential Campaign Organization, LPPCO, has warned the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, not to enforce the use of the Permanent Voters Card, Pvc'S, for the 2023 elections, as this would lead to the disenfranchisement of many eligible voters who are unable to collect theirs before the elections. The LPPCO added that the bimodal voter accreditation system, Pvc'S, being a replacement for the card reader machine, would suffice, given that the verification and authentication of voters can be done using the Pvc'S, that is, either by verifying the voter's thumbprint or by facial recognition. In a letter addressed to the Inec chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, dated Friday, December 9, 2022, titled Concern Regarding the Seeming Redundancy of the Permanent Voters Card (PVC), the Director General of OB, Baba Ahmed Campaign, Doyin Okupe, wondered why the PVC, which might now be redundant, would still be mandatory. It has occurred to us that the Permanent Voters Card (PVC) might now be redundant or, indeed, superfluous in light of the introduction of the bimodal voter accreditation system, Pvc'S, into the electoral process, being a replacement for the card reader machine. If a voter's name is displayed on the list pasted at the polling unit and found in the register with the Inec officials conducting the elections, one wonders why the PVC would still be mandatory, given that the verification and authentication of voters can be done using the Pvc'S, that is, either by verifying the voter's thumbprint or by facial recognition. This matter is important because of the likely disenfranchisement of many intending voters due to their inability to collect their PVCs before the elections. Kindly recall the difficulties that attended the registration of voters recently. How sure are we that there would not be similar issues with the collection of PVCs? Of concerns equally is the fact that several PVCs have been destroyed in the recent attacks on Inec offices. Although Inec has repeatedly given the assurance that such PVCs will be replaced, the fact is that such citizens could actually be able to vote without those PVCs, as every citizen indeed should. actually be able to vote without those PVCs, as every citizen indeed should, given that all the necessary biometrics for each voter will be available in the Pvc'S machines deployed to each polling unit he wrote. Okokwe consequently urged the Inec chairman to give the worries expressed in his letter the urgency it deserves. We therefore humbly call on you, as Inec chairman, to kindly use your good offices to address this matter urgently, so as to prevent the disenfranchisement of Nigerian citizens through the enforcement of a requirement that might, in reality, no longer be necessary, he added. The Labour Party Presidential Campaign Organization, LPPCO, has warned the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) not to enforce the use of the permanent voters card (Pvc'S) for the 2023 elections, as this would lead to the disenfranchisement of many eligible voters who are unable to collect theirs before the election. The LPPCO added that the bimodal voter accreditation system (Pvc'S) being a replacement for the card reader machine would suffice, given that the verification and authentication of voters can be done using the Pvc'S, that is, either by verifying the voter's thumbprint or by facial recognition.